In this video, I'll go over some of the etiquette, or things you should and shouldn't do while on a Zoom call for class. Here are a few things you can do to prepare for your meeting. Come prepared. Make sure that you have all of the materials you might need for class. These are probably the books and materials that the school provided you with, as well as any other things you like to have, like extra erasers or maybe sticky notes. The reminder on the bottom might seem like a silly one, but use the restroom before your meeting. Classes online are different and shorter than regular classes, so you don't want to miss a minute. Of course, if you have to have a break, just let your teacher know. No eating. Eat a snack before class. Many teachers prefer that students do not eat while on a Zoom call because it can be distracting and make it difficult to understand you if you eat while talking. Find a quiet place. Try to find a quiet place to work. This may be hard to do sometimes, but be creative. Your quiet place might be in a garage, a bedroom that's not yours, or maybe even on your patio. Just make sure that your parents are okay with your quiet place and that they know where you are. Be on time. Just like it's important to be on time to school when we meet in person, it's just as important to be on time to your Zoom class meetings. Once you are prepared and ready to join your meeting, go ahead and get on Zoom. When you're on Zoom, it's important to turn your video on. Your teacher and classmates want to see your face, just like when they see and talk to you in person. Mute yourself. Your microphone will probably be turned off automatically when you join the meeting. This is best because if there's any noise around you, like other people talking or a dog barking, everyone will hear it. And if everyone has noise around them, it would be very loud and distracting. Raise your hand to speak. When you are ready to talk, raise your hand, just like in a regular class. When the teacher calls on you, take yourself off mute to speak. When your turn is done, mute your microphone again. Be respectful. As always, use respectful words and actions. Even though school is different right now, it's still school, and we are all working hard and doing our best. Finally, sit still. Try your hardest to sit still while you're in front of your screen. If you get up and walk around with your device or otherwise move a lot, it's very distracting to the other learners in the call. Okay, now it's time to Zoom. First, you're going to click on the Zoom link that your teacher provides you. This might be in your Google Classroom. It might be in Clever. It could even be in Aries, but your teacher will let you know the place that he or she has put the Zoom link. Here's an example in Google Classroom. I'm clicking on the Zoom link. If you get a box that says Open Zoom Meetings, click on it. And we're waiting for the teacher to let me into the classroom. Sometimes the teacher has the waiting room enabled and sometimes they don't. So it might let you in automatically, or you may have to wait like this to be let in. Once your teacher lets you into the meeting, you'll need to click Join with Computer Audio. And the audio is on. As part of your routine procedures, you'll click down here on the mute button And that will make it so the whole class doesn't hear everything that's happening at your house. And you'll also click on Start Video so that everyone can see you, just like we talked about in the Zoom etiquette. All right, I'm going to show you some of the features here in Zoom, and you'll notice today that our teacher is simply a picture on a wall, but you'll see your teacher there. You'll see any other classmates that are joining you in the Zoom call. So here's where you mute yourself by clicking on it, taking yourself off mute by clicking on it again. Same thing for the video. You could stop your video if you're instructed to do so, and you click the same button to start your video again. When you click on participants, you'll see who is in the meeting, and you'll have a chance here to use some of the features like raise your hand. You may also have some other features here like clicking a yes, check mark button, a no, red X. You might have a button that asks the presenter to go faster or slower, or even an applause button to show someone that they did a good job. Here's the chat feature that your teacher may have enabled, but they also have the option to turn it off, so don't worry if it's not there. Here's where you could type a message to the class if you're instructed to do so by your teacher. It's kind of a way to contribute to a discussion without talking all at once. Also, if you had something you wanted to show and share with a class and your teacher was asking you to do so, you would click on Share Screen. In this case, it's been disabled, and your teacher might have it disabled too so that you don't click on it accidentally. But your teacher will enable that if they want you to share some work you have on your computer with the rest of the class. You might also have some of those options like I was talking about to give a round of applause, and you can see it showing up in my box here, or maybe a thumbs up, and those go away after a few seconds. Those are the main features within Zoom that you might utilize. There are a few other ones that your teacher might show you and introduce you to, but these are just the basic ways to interact in a Zoom meeting and have a class session virtually. When you're finished and you're ready to leave, you've been excused by your instructor, you click on the red leave button and leave meeting. And that's it. Those are the basic rules and functions of attending a class meeting on Zoom. Don't forget that your teacher may have his or her own preferences. So always follow the procedures they teach you, even if they are different from what you saw in this video.